Okay, friends, I want to do a quick little video today. Keyword's going to be eyes. We look in the King James Version Bible of Genesis. We find the first reference to eyes. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Genesis 3:6, and then the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes. I'm going to stop right there. Genesis 3:7, and the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. Okay, this is a very important verse, and this is what I'm getting ready to try and convey to everyone. Eyes are symbolic of the left-right brain. The idea that we have a right eye and a left eye. Most people don't know Ra has a left eye and a right eye. And each eye sees things differently. My left eye sees differently than my right eye. Now, what I'm going to explain in masonry, and I'm not a mason, but the two columns, which is Jachin and Boaz, symbolic of the two eyes. And the two eyes are judgment. You see, you got to have an A and a B before C can exist. So A does not exist without B, and B does not exist without A. Herein is the name Abba. A-B-B-A. Father. So what I'm going to show you is when their eyes were opened, duality existed. Duality is everything having an opposite. It's male, it's female. You see, this is exactly what happened. This is why Adam, they knew they were naked. Because now they were opposite of each other. There was a difference. Before, everything just was. It was perfect. It just was, and it was perfect. But when their eyes were opened, they could compare things. They could see up from down, left to right, his body to her body. And then when he fashioned them aprons, he was attempting to cover up the difference. There's an old saying, what's pleasing to the eye, next ye desire to taste. And when the woman saw the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes. Now this is before she had eaten it. But it was pleasing to the eye. So what is pleasing to the eye, next ye desire to taste. Well, I'm going to show you a funny little word play that I just found yesterday. Hold, please. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures that are generally considered to be pleasing in our society. And what I'm showing is advertisers understand this. They know what's pleasing to the eye, next ye desire to taste. To taste, you must bite. Bite. B-U-Y-I-T is the same as B-I-T-E. Bite. What's pleasing to the eye, next ye desire to taste. To taste, you must bite. And where I'm going to take you now, spiritually, back to the Bible. Okay, now I'm going to read to you out of John chapter 6, between verses 16 and 71. So I'm not sure exactly what verse, but it's Jesus talking, and he says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, except ye eat the flesh of the Son of Man, and drink his blood, ye have no life in you. Whoso eateth my flesh, and drinketh my blood, hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. For my flesh is meat indeed, and my blood is drink indeed. He that eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood dwelleth in me, and I in him. As the living Father hath sent me, and I live by the Father, so he that eateth me, even he shall live by me. This is that bread which came down from heaven, not as your fathers did eat manna and are dead. He that eateth of this bread shall live forever. What is pleasing to the eye, next ye desire to taste. To taste, you must bite.